Hello, I'm Deborah Smith, Associate Vice Provost of Enrollment Services at Georgia Tech. On behalf of the Georgia Tech Office of Undergraduate Admission and the Alumni Association, I would like to thank you for your participation in the Certified Student Recruiter Program. Over the past several years, alumni have spoken with and encouraged thousands of prospective Georgia Tech students at college fairs and student receptions across the country. Your participation in this program is very important to us. Without your help, Georgia Tech could not have achieved the national and global reputation that we enjoy today. If you've been to campus or read alumni publications lately, you know that Tech is constantly improving and changing. While we pride ourselves on maintaining important traditions, we are committed to providing our students the best possible classroom buildings, dormitories, and academic and extracurricular programs. In order to assist your work with students, parents, and high school counselors, we've designed this video and comprehensive training program. Here are the 3 key goals of the Certified Student Recruiter Program. 1, to encourage talented and qualified students to visit and apply to Georgia Tech. 2, to promote an accurate and holistic view of the Institute throughout the country, especially in areas not reached by the Office of Undergraduate Admission. And 3, to provide an opportunity for meaningful involvement of Georgia Tech alumni in the admissions and college decision process. We look forward to you becoming part of this invaluable network of trained alumni volunteers who can effectively articulate the tremendous benefits of a Georgia Tech education at college fairs, student receptions, and within your local community. Thank you. We look forward to working with you in the coming year. Go Jackets!
Hello, my name is Rick Clark. I'm the Interim Director of Undergraduate Admissions here at Georgia Tech, and I want to thank you for volunteering your time to be one of our student recruiting volunteers. With the initiatives that we have from the Institute and the size of our staff, there's simply no way that we could achieve our goals without your help. To give you a little bit of an overview of Georgia Tech today, we are a school of about 12,500 undergraduates, a little over 18,000 total students. Currently, Georgia Tech is ranked number 7 in the country for public universities, and that makes 9 out of the last 10 years of being ranked in the top 10. We have 6 different colleges, 35 different majors, and so as you're talking with parents and students, hopefully you'll be able to give them a bit of an overview of what Georgia Tech looks like today. I want to also give you some of the tips and some of the things that we find that students and parents commonly ask at college fairs and also at any of the student recruiting events that you'll be part of in the year ahead. And then also talk a little bit about our admissions process, some of the questions you may get on financial aid, and then hopefully serve as a resource for you all, always, at our Office of Undergraduate Admissions. With the number of students that you're going to interact with this year, there's simply no way you can know everything about Georgia Tech. And you will get questions that you don't know the answer to. Please don't make up answers. And this is going to be tempting at times because you may know a little bit about something and you'll be tempted to expound on that. I would just simply encourage you to consider yourself as a generalist. You'll know some things and we'll train you on those. It's excellent to refer to your student recruiting handbook, to read the tech topics, buzzwords, to get on the admissions website, the Alumni Association's website. But at some of these times when you're interacting with a student or a parent, you're simply going to have to say, I don't know, but I can point you in the right direction. Our website, admission.gatech.edu, is always a great place to point students and parents. We encourage you all, as you're speaking with students and parents, to draw on your own experiences, to share your own anecdotes. Those are valuable, authentic, genuine, and very compelling stories that you can share. There are some phrases, however, within the Georgia Tech community that we'd ask you not to share in a recruiting setting. One of those would be getting out or having got out, this badge of honor, the rite of passage of Georgia Tech. Also, as far as retention rates, there's a phrase within the Georgia Tech family of, and a common story within the Georgia Tech family of looking to your left and looking to your right, and at the end of the year, one of you won't be here. I would say too, there again, it's better to talk about the retention rates of today. The fact that from freshman to sophomore year, nearly 93% of our students do complete that freshman year, 50% plus retain hope, and students are being extremely successful in graduating from Tech in 4 or 5, and certainly less than 6 years, even with co-oping now. When you are out at these student recruitment programs, we want to remind you that you are Georgia Tech to these students, and we would ask you to put the image of Georgia Tech that we would all like to convey out to the students and parents that you're going to be interacting with. So we would encourage you to dress at least in a business casual manner, and this is how our admissions staff will dress. This is what you're going to see from the other institutions at a lot of the programs you attend. We would ask you not to wear a t-shirt or a hat or other more casual attire as you're in these types of settings. A couple other tips for you as you're speaking with the students and parents at the recruiting events in the year ahead. One of these would be the fact that it is imperative we get these students to visit campus. Whether you're in Chicago or in Boston or anywhere in between, many of these students haven't been to Atlanta and they haven't been to Georgia Tech. Or maybe they've been past our campus but they've never stopped. It's hard for us to convey to them that there are birds and squirrels on campus. It's not just a concrete jungle here. Many of them think it's just going to be a bunch of whizzing buses and stoplights, and we all know that that's not true. Georgia Tech is committed to making this even more of a pedestrian campus, and so we would tell them to please come. There's nothing that can replace this. You're a great resource for them. The Alumni Club in your area is a great resource, and they can get on our website. But certainly we would say getting to campus, and statistics will show you that that really is how students make their college decisions. So tell them to come visit. Our visits website is visits.gatech.edu. This is in your handbook, this is in your road piece. And please convey to them how much you really would encourage them to come down to Atlanta, how easy it is to do that, and come visit campus. The other thing I would tell you in the road piece that you're going to be given through the Alumni Association and on some of the flyers that are often sent in the package that you've received is how students can get on our website. And you'll get a lot of questions about this. I want more information. How am I able to hear more about some of the programs at Georgia Tech? There's a website on the last page of the road piece and also in the quick facts that you're going to receive from the Alumni Association, which is admiss.gatech.edu/mailing list. Pretty easy URL to remember. If you'll point them there, then all the literature they're going to need will come in the mail later, and it'll also get them into a string of emails where we're going to constantly be communicating with them. You're also going to get a lot of questions about financial aid, and here again, you're not the authority on that, and neither are we. We get these questions all the time and we simply don't know the answer. And so when you get questions about scholarships, probably start first by talking about the President's Scholarship, and you'll know the deadlines and the process of applying for the President's Scholarship. After that, we would tell you to defer to the Financial Aid Office, the Office of Student Scholarships and Financial Aid. And their website is finaid, finaid.gatech.edu. And they're welcome to call or email or simply get on the website for that particular office. March 1st is the most important deadline for financial aid, and as long as a student has their FAFSA in, the free application for federal student aid, and also turns in the Georgia Tech financial aid application, they're doing their part in making themselves eligible for all financial aid here at Georgia Tech.